Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the numerology and the energy for July 2022 for the collective as well as each individual life path number. So before we get into the reading, I wanted to let you know that I am now offering the Coaching with Numerology as a 60-minute phone session for U.S. customers only at this time. MP3 recorded sessions are still an option and still available for those outside of the U.S. or for anyone who prefers that option. Also, I am now offering personal month ahead numerology forecasts that include the PDF copy of the month in question, including each day of that month, and my recorded guidance for the month per the numerology. So if that is of interest to you, head on over to my website to book some time with me. The link is in the description box below. Okay, and as always, this forecast for July is a general reading. So again, please book some time with me for a personal in-depth look at your own numerology. Okay, so July is a 13-4 energy. This, for me, is really similar to sort of like Plutonian energy in a lot of ways. Death, metaphorical, of course. Transformation, rebirth energy. This is an energy that creates the compelling feeling for change, and not only change, but creation. Creating something beautiful from something desolate or difficult. This is an energy of, say, the lotus flower, something that takes time, perseverance, and desire to thrive, and finally blooming from the murky, muddy depths. This is using ingenuity and life force creatively to build a solid foundation of truth, honesty, and integrity from a space of passion and desire. So this isn't the easiest of energies to work with, only because it will require time, patience, and potential setbacks. However, the end result is the potential of some of the most beautiful, flourishing, lovely lotus flowers you've ever seen. So you could also think of the metaphor of the pearl. So the pearl is created inside of the mollusk or the shell, right? Is it the crab that does that? Anyway, I should know this, right? But it turns the sediment and the sand into something solid and unique and beautiful that brings joy and beauty to the lives of others. That is 13-4 energy. That is the potentiality of 13-4 energy. So as a cycle, we have this energy for July taking place within a 6 universal year. So areas of emphasis now for where this could show up could be around home and family life, love, such as how we love, how we show up to love, how we love ourselves, and or how open we are to receiving love, right? So a lot could be come in around love at this time. So this could bring change and transformation and rebirth to relationships, and also through our individual contributions to our greater community now. 13-4 is also very Venusian and divine feminine energy. So we may see things surface in a very transformative way around the actual earth, around nature, receptivity and stillness, more nurturing energy surfacing, or emphasis on global relationships in general. That could all come into focus now. So this is an invitation to sink into the softer side of life while also standing within your own truth and feminine strength, regardless of gender. This is a strong energy of creation stemming from the space of love, equality, and equity for all. If there is something you have wanted to create that could become a legacy for you or others, this is a very supportive energy for this. So follow your heart and your intuition. That's very 13-4 energy, even when it becomes challenging. And this energy will eventually reward you for your perseverance and your efforts. If you need a reminder of the possibilities, read more about the lotus flower And let that be your mantra this month. It is very rare that anything happens quickly under 4 energy, but typically things created or initiated under this energy have the very strong possibility of not only standing the test of time, but also bringing much success. So what that success looks like will be different for each person because each person's idea of success varies. So this month ushers in the supportive energy for building and creating something incredibly beautiful from something seemingly ugly or from nothing. So as always, it's what we do with the energy that makes all of the difference. So you are the magician of your own life. What will you do with your magic? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at each individual life path number now. Life path 22-4. So I pulled an animal message for you all and you got possum spirit. And so what I love about this is this correlates so beautifully with sort of the undercurrent energy that you all may be working with this month, which is 11-2 energy. So you will feel the influences, of course, of the collective energy of the 13-4, but you also have, like I said, kind of this undercurrent of energy, which is the 11-2. And so possum spirit, the energy of possum is so beautifully, like I said, just correlates with it so beautifully. So with possum, we have this energy of strategy, fact-finding, and curiosity coming through. Possums usually come out at night, and it's a lot more difficult to see at night, right? Like for us, possums don't have a problem, but for us, it's a little bit more challenging. So sometimes we have to not just take things at face value, but really kind of dive in a little bit deeper to find the truth of the matter, to get down to the core of whatever it is that we're trying to figure out. And so sometimes we have to have a strategy for doing that. And sometimes it doesn't happen as quickly as we had hoped. And sometimes we don't, sometimes the answer is different than what we had expected it to be. And so then we have to make adjustments based on that. And really 22-4s, this is not new territory for you. This is right up your alley, basically. But I would say definitely if something comes in and you don't have all the information, and sometimes we have to make decisions without having all the information, but don't necessarily take things at face value this month, so to speak. And again, I don't think that's going to be an issue for 22s, but there's definitely something here around being curious. This is a month for being curious, for really just exploring a little bit further, for taking it a little bit further, for just investigating a little bit further. If somebody presents you with something, take it and then don't give them an answer maybe right away. Just take it home, percolate on it, explore it, research it, and then come up with an answer, following your intuition as well as your knowledge, right? So I would say your sort of mantra for this month is going to be about curiosity, for really just not, immediately saying no to something, maybe not immediately saying yes to something, but being curious about, again, everything and exploring it and seeing what you can find out about it. Not necessarily about just trying to find out the facts, so to speak, because I think a lot of times, especially with things that are unseen or more mystical, we're not always going to have the facts. It's not always going to have a logical explanation. And that is something I think that 22s have to continue to work with that muscle, to see beyond the logical and to understand, of course, that there is so much more beyond what our minds can comprehend. And so I think that, again, curiosity as well as fact-finding are really going to come into play with possum spirit this month for you all. Okay, so like I said, you kind of have this undercurrent of 11-2 energy this month. And this can be like a learning period. This can be a time, again, where you might, take an online course, something that maybe contributes to you becoming the expert at something, collaborating with others, learning from others, being a mentoree, is that what it's called? Instead of a mentor, right? I think 22-4s are often the mentors. And so, but we all have to be the student at some point. So I think this could be a great month for you all to be the student, to, again, get a mentor, to take a class, to, learn a new language, to do something like that. This is a great, great month for that, to at least get that process started. You may have to put in a little bit of extra effort this month, which, for 22s, I'm sure you're probably rolling your eyes like, how can I possibly put in more effort than I've already been putting in this lifetime? So, I mean, I get that, right? But there's kind of like, I think it's more about like for 22s, like where you focus your energy. So you might need to really focus your energy on one task that really is key for you at this time, and really put in some extra effort around that task and really commit for the long haul. Again, this is not anything that 22s aren't used to doing. So, but really it's got to, something around that inspires you, something that ignites the passion. This is not something that you feel obligated to do per se, that you're being asked to put in extra effort and commit to now. This is something that inspires you. This is something that, again, piques your curiosity, and you're exploring. You're kind of going down that rabbit hole. You're allowing yourself to go down that rabbit hole, but committing to the things that bring you inspiration, because 11-2 energy is all about the inspiration. And typically the way it works with master level energy is the 11s have the inspiration. The 22s come in and they pull from that inspiration to build something tangible from it. So the fact that you're kind of working with this undercurrent energy of 11-2 says that this could be a very inspiring month for you. And so again, pay attention, be alert, keep your eyes open, and use good judgment when it comes to those opportunities to decide where it is that you want to invest your energy now. If it's something that feels like a burden, then it's probably not the best investment for your energy at this time. If it's something that inspires you and you wouldn't normally do because you might kind of classify it as more of a hobby, even though it really ignites your passion and your inspiration, those are the things that you're really being asked to focus on at this time, to really put in the extra effort, to commit to for the long haul, because those are the things that you can't even imagine what could potentially stem from that curiosity, from going down that rabbit hole. Because it's driven by passion, it's driven by intrigue, it's driven by inspiration. And that is going to really be the key for you all at this time. Because again, we're working with this 13-4 energy collectively, which again is taking something from seemingly nothing or something that's not so beautiful and turning it into something beautiful. And so again, it's not everything is going to be as it seems or as it appears. So you're going to have to dive a little bit deeper and follow that passion, follow that inspiration. Business ventures and partnerships are going to be highlighted potentially for you all at this time. And you may find that new business ventures or a change in business ventures or partnerships, and again, partnerships being the whole scope of partners, from colleagues and romantic partners and friendships and family and whatnot. It's kind of like a new approach to these business ventures or these relationships could offer a new approach to life for you. It can be somewhat very transformative, because remember, we're working with sort of this like metaphorical death, rebirth energy, transformative rebirth energy with the 13-4. So there is something here around, you may see some major changes when it comes to ventures, business ventures, and partnerships right now for you. And again, it can sort of spark this new approach to life, which can be life-altering and life-changing. So again, be curious about everything that surfaces for you this month. Investigate it, play with it. Do some fact-finding if that makes you feel good. And I know for a 22, it probably does. Get a strategy of how you want to commit to whatever this is. Do you want to commit to whatever this is? So explore all of this at this time. So really, really beautiful energy. I would say definitely the two key words for 22s for July are going to be curiosity and inspiration. If it inspires you, be curious about it. If it doesn't inspire you and it just feels like a burden, don't waste your energy there. Unless it's something you have to, you are obligated to commit to, then yeah, be curious about it and investigate it and find the facts out before you say yes. But really the energy this month is asking you to be curious about the things that inspire you. Be curious about how you can build on those. Take those inspirations and build something tangible from it. And wow, you've got a lot of potential here, because again, you're working with your own master level energy of 22, but then you've also got this undercurrent energy of the 11, which is also master level energy. So this has the potential to be a really transformative, big month for you all. Big month. So incredibly beautiful energy here. All right, 22s, take care. Bye for now.